Put your records on and play your favorite song. It says we're live.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, I love your background picture. Oh, we don't need to hear me singing twice. Okay, here we go. Like live chat. Okay. Need for some people to jump on.
That's an actual sunset photo that I took at my house on my
Love it.
YouTube. Thanks. Okay, there's Elizabeth. All right. Ciao. Whoops. Turn the volume down on the iPad. One moment, Nancy. Sorry, I have to turn the volume down on my...
I don't know where to look. Hi, guys. Hi, Elizabeth. Ciao, Stacy, Candace, Cindy, Jean, Sandy, Judy, Gilly, Desiree, Noelle, Vicky. Hi, guys. Please make sure you have live chat on. Hello, Noelle.
So nice to see you all. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. It's been such a long time since I've been live. What the heck?
Yeah.
What's wrong? What's wrong with me, people?
Oh, I need to start off by saying, admins, I know that it's a exciting day for the women in the world today. However, we need to make sure that if anybody has any political opinion, that it gets taken off, because we're here to be a judgment-free, crafty, fun zone, and we don't want anybody poo-pooing on our parade and saying things that don't need to be said anymore.
Absolutely. Thank you for reminding everybody.
Yes. So we are here to talk about life, crafting, good things that are going on for everybody. Tracy, you got anything good you want to share in the world?
I think it's good that I got a nice weekend to rest a little bit. That's nice. Good for me. Yeah, yes. That's good for me.
How is the weather where you're at?
Beautiful, beautiful weather. Yeah. So that's awesome.
Really nice day today. And I kick myself for not taking advantage and going fishing. But I got a lot done around the house. I got, the house is cleaned up. I got the grass cut despite my mower giving me issues. I got one car gassed up. The other car got washed. My company sent me this GPS tracking system. I don't know why, but yeah, I had to install that in my car. So that was interesting. I've never done that before, but I think I managed to do that correctly. Grocery shopping with the kids. And yeah, tomorrow I got more projects on the list, but I'm gonna try to sneak in some fishing, I think.
Well, good. I hope you get some fishing snuck in. That'd be great.
Hi, Carol. Carol is our foil angel who likes to buy foil and share it with everybody.
Yeah. Hi, Carol.
So we're gonna do hot foiling, and I'm going to use the Spellbinders Glimmer machine. My machine is heating up. Stacy is using the Couture Creations Go Press and Foil machine. And we're cutting some paper down right now. So I'm using just black cardstock. I think this is black Lux paper that you can find in my Amazon shop. It's a heavyweight black cardstock. And then I have cut up some card front size Hamilco, glossy, semi-gloss, whatever you want to call it. That's also on my Amazon shop. So I have my panels cut. And I also have, for my machine, I have the Gemini, or not the Gemini, blah, blah, blah. The, what is this called? Platinum 6. I think it's Platinum 6. And then I'm going to be using some blue bonnet foils. They sent me a nice helping. I do not have the clear transparent foils yet. They're on their way. Tracy, you want to show what you got going there? And I will go hands down.
Okay, great. Hi, everyone. Thanks for jumping on tonight. I need more practice with hot foiling. And so thank you, Nancy, for being willing to tutor me tonight a little bit using this Go Press and Foil machine. I have some Glimmer Hot Foil that I purchased recently that I would like to use tonight, and some holiday dies that are hot foil dies that I'd like to try tonight. I also have the Himilco semi-gloss paper, as well as some regular black cardstock. And I have some pattern paper because, Nancy, the other day I saw you do a hot foil on some Christmas pattern paper.
Yes, I have some of that too.
Oh yeah, I want to try that. I've never done that before.
This is the Stampin' Up! Wrapped in Plaid. I think this was last year's. I don't know if it's this year's. But if you guys want to check it out, if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to help you get some of this, but I'll probably show some of this too. Yes.
Okay, great. Great. All right. And then I have this pretty die that I got. It's not Christmassy, but I never got to use it for Halloween. It's this Jane Davenport. It's got like this masquerade.
I love that one.
Yeah, I've never used it before, so I thought I would start off by playing with this a little bit because I just think it's so pretty, and it can be like a thank you or a birthday card. So I'm going to try this one first. That'll be my first try for the night.
I didn't get that. It's on my wish list. It's on my wish list. I don't know. I should have gotten it. I keep looking at it and I didn't get it.
Yeah, I should have made a Halloween card with it, but I didn't.
All right. Hi, everybody. All right. Hi from Michigan, cardstock collector. Hi, Karen. Hi, Jen. Carol says, I'm watching closely tonight because she generally hates her hot foil machine. I hope to learn enough to get a better relationship with it. So, Carol, I can relate. Hi, Eve. Hi, Susan. Michael's had the super cute plaid pack I got last year. I think I got the same plaid pack, Stacy.
Oh,
hi, Candace. Suzanne says she has that die as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to be using a random variety of Christmas dies and sayings because, as you guys, if you are members of the Foiling Snobs Club Facebook group, we are doing our card exchange, and our card exchange theme for this month is holiday or Christmas or winter. So I'm going to be making my cards. So those of you that are on my card list, don't look away.
Yeah.
And I have the Gemini Go Press and Foil machine, which works best with the Gemini Junior, although I do know that HSN just launched the full-size Go Press and Foil, Gemini foil press for the full-size Gemini. I don't have a full-size Gemini, so I don't plan on getting that or testing it out, but I know the foil press generally works best with the Junior if you have the original. But since Tracy's using her Couture Creations Go Press and Foil machine, that's why I'm bringing in my Spellbinders Glimmer, because they're very similar. And I'll just give a real quick high overview of the difference between our two machines and the Gemini machine. The Gemini foil press machine, again, is designed to work with the Gemini Junior machine. So these machines, the ones that I have and Tracy has, this is the Spellbinders Glimmer, and she has the Couture Creations Go Press and Foil. They're designed to work with almost any die cutting machine you have. So if you have the Big Shot from Sizzix, this is again the Spellbinders Platinum. This is their FSJ version, which is why it's green, or a manual die cutting system. They'll work. These two machines will work with that, but the Gemini Go Press and Gemini Foil Press will not work with those machines. You have to use the Gemini with the Gemini machine. The other big difference is these two machines do not have a heat setting or a timer setting. So these work better with higher heat foils. So when we talk about higher heat foils, we don't mean the Gemini foil press foil. We mean Spellbinders Glimmer foil, which Tracy's using, Blue Bonnet foil, Toto foil, We Are Memory Keepers foil, Quill foil. Those are all hot foils. For those of you guys that are brand new, neither one of these systems work with the toner-based foils. So these will not work with Mink foil, Deco foil, H&H textile foil, Creative Vision stamps foil. So even though they say heat transfer foil, it is a completely different system. This is hot foiling, and you have to have these machines, a die cutting machine, and you want to use either dies or hot foil stamps. So if you're looking for mink or toner foiling, that's a completely different system. They are two different systems. The only thing that relates them is that they're called foiling. So think about a family tree. Just because you have people that are named Smith and your name Smith doesn't mean that you are related. Maybe somewhere, some way in the past you were related, but the two Smiths are different families. That's the same thing with hot foiling versus mink toner foiling. Just because they're both foiling, they have no relation to each other whatsoever. Keep your projects, your supplies completely separate from each other. So that being said, wherever you want to start, Trace.
Okay, so I have it turned on and there's a red light. Do I have to press any other lights, I wonder? Buttons. I just hope it's getting hot because it's been on for a couple minutes.
Do you feel it getting hot? Lift the lid. So you have a power button on the side, right? On the back, right? I can't see your machine there.
No, this one just plugs in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's a power button at the top here.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So I see it blinking.
It's flashing
okay.
now. Now
that's
it's gonna
good. Okay. Okay. So
green.
with both of these machines, I have a power button up here. So we would turn that one on for this one. Again, this is the Spellbinders Glimmer. They both have a heating platform. So what you do is you remove your platform and then you put the whole platform, your die, your paper, your foil into your die cutting machine for pressure. This is the base that will heat up. It'll heat up through your platform. And for this machine, you will also push this button here. Well, once it'll light up, it'll go from red to green. And then you're going to press this button and the timer will go off. And that's how you'll know it's ready. On Tracy's machine, backstory, Tracy actually has my original Go Press and Foil machine. I actually gave that away in a drawing once I upgraded my foiling system. And somebody passed that down to Tracy. So I think it's awesome that she has my original machine, but that machine is probably one of the original hot foiling machines when they first came out. So it doesn't really have a timer or any kind of system like that on it. You kind of count to 30 per se, and then put it through your machine. But I think if we do this together and I press my timer button, we should be okay.
Okay. All right, good. Now we have heat. I can feel heat.
Okay, good. So let me grab a hot foil die.
You have to press the button. So that's what it was.
Now these machines also come with tweezers and a little heat safe mat. And the way that these tweezers work is let me grab a hot foil stamp. Okay, so these are hot foil stamps, and hot foil stamps are very much like dies, but they don't cut anything. So what hot foil does is it has an adhesive built into the foil, and when you press this heated up die against the foil, it will then stick. So what these tongs are, they're magnetic tongs, is when you are done foiling, this is going to be hot, you're going to keep your tweezers closed, and you're going to take that magnet and you're going to take it and lift your die. Then you're going to go over to your silicone mat, and then you are going to open your tweezers, and when you open them, it will release that. So you don't use them like traditional tweezers like this, because then you won't be able to get the die off. So you use them closed, and then when you're ready to release, you open them. Okay, both of these systems are high heat systems, so they do get very hot. Do not recommend doing this around children. I'm doing mine on my glass mat, but you want to make sure that you are in an area that is away from children, pets. It does get very hot. Please do use your tongs and your silicone mat to keep your fingers safe.
Yep, my silicone mat is gray.
And for those of you guys asking questions, we have Stacy and Chow on here helping us out tonight. So they'll answer the questions, whatever you guys have. The die that this hot foil stamp is like a snowflake, star snowflake from, I think this is a Gemini, Crafter's Companion Gemini one. So you put your dye on, you want that to warm up. This comes with 2 plates on this system. Hers has a hinged lid, so she doesn't have to do anything but close the lid. I'm just going to set my pieces on here. I taped mine together, and then you wait until the system turns green, and then you hit your timer when you're ready to foil. But I have to cut some foil. Tonight's foil that I'm using is courtesy of Blue Bonnet. Blue Bonnet does have toner foil and hot foil. I definitely recommend their hot foil. It is called Foil Quill or Hot Stamping Foil. You can find them on Facebook, and I believe it's only $5 a roll. Super quick shipping. She's in Texas, and I'm going to be using these 2 blues. One has like a snowy star effect, and one is like a matte blue. So I'll be cutting a couple pieces of those. Kathy asked, can any metal die be used in the Glimmer? Yes, any metal die can be used for foiling. I recommend using the back side instead of the cutting side. You can use the cutting side. I can show an example of that, but all it does is it leaves a very like fine, think of it like tracing an outline of the die. And you do not want to cut with the die after you foiled with it, because you'll just cut. If you try to cut out your foiled image, you'll just end up cutting where you foiled. So I will try to demonstrate that for you guys. Oh my gosh, somebody just dropped something upstairs. All right, I just got to cut my foil here, Tracy, and we can get to going.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's the hardest part, is getting the foil open.
Yes. Yeah, Blue Bonnet doesn't have a website. You message them through their messenger system, Facebook Messenger, and say, hey, I'm interested in these foils. How much is it? She'll send you a total. You pay her through PayPal, and then she'll ship you the foils. And I'm going to grab my rotary cutter quick.
Ouch. Getting this plastic, getting this high tacky tape off of these dies.
And it's every foiling company sends it that way.
Yeah.
I'm going to remember to use my self-healing mat to cut my foil today, you guys. Aren't you proud of me?
I'm going to grab mine and do the same thing, then I can get rid of this big trimmer.
Yeah, because everybody was telling me I'm going to dull my blade if I cut it on glass. So.
Okay. All right.
It didn't work.
There we go. Little cutting mat. A lot easier. Less space. Takes up less space on my table.
There we go. Get a couple pieces of these ready. Hi, Erica. How are you?
Oh, my machine just turned green.
Ooh, I guess that means you're ready. Mine is green as well.
If you're just joining us, thanks everybody for jumping on tonight. Make sure you do live chat so that you can get all the details that are happening as they come up.
And again, here is the name of the company. It's Blue Bonnet Foil RGV, and it's on Facebook, and it's $5 a roll. And they do have toner foil, but I recommend their hot foil. For toner foil, I recommend H&H. Okay, so then I guess, oops, sorry, didn't mean to knock the camera. I also do like to use the Hamilco coated paper with hot foiling. I just think that the foil sticks to it a little better. I'm going to try to remember to stay in frame for you guys. I don't always do a good job at doing that.
Now, does this one, Nancy, is this one the pretty side down or the pretty side up?
Okay, so you're going to put the pretty side down.
Okay.
You always want the ugly side facing your paper because we want it to release onto the paper. So ugly side facing the paper. And then once I have my foil and my paper in place, the other thing with hot foil, you don't have to dusty. I mean, you could, but you really don't have to. I'm going to press this timer button on mine and this will start flashing. And then once it's done flashing, I know it's ready to run through my platinum machine, which is right next to me. Let me see, Tracy. Put your foil first, ugly side up. Yep.
Here we go. Now
There you
I know
go.
what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yes. And
I
then
knew I was
put
doing something wrong.
And if the foil does like to tend to curl up when it touches that heat, so you got to kind of move pretty quickly. Then put your paper on. Yep. And then close your lid.
I don't know how to move quickly, but I'm going to try. I'm pretty slow. Okay, there we go.
Okay. And is it red or green? I can't see your lights.
It's green.
Okay. So we're going to count. I would say like count to 20 or 30. Now your system uses shims, right?
Yeah, usually
Okay.
I have to add a shim.
Okay. So I would say if you are using the machine like Tracy's using, put your shims in too at the same time. So
Okay,
that way everything is ready. So when you have to, when you have to disconnect the machine from the platform, from the heating platform, it's all together already and you're not disturbing your hot foil die and you're not disturbing your foil and your paper, because sometimes they jiggle, and when we put them through the machine, they get like this double printed image. So
somebody said that they've done it the way I was trying to do it and they foiled their die. I've done that too, where I foiled my dies.
Oh, if you ever foil your die, just use a little acetone and it will take it right off.
That is 100%
To all of us.
acetone.
Yeah, you don't want the kind that has the moisturizing vitamin E lotion in it.
Right.
Okay, so I think that has probably been enough time.
Hey, Carolyn. Nice to see you.
I do like Tracy's system because her hinge lid, everything's in there. With the Spellbinder system, it's not in there. So you just have to be careful again that you're not jiggling anything when you roll it through. I do like to roll mine through very slowly, once, twice. I think 3 is probably the magic number for me, but we'll see here on this one. And different dies, different foils, different companies, die cutting machines, they're all going to affect how your results are. So I noticed that the Spellbinder's hot foil dies are a little thicker than the Crafter's Companion dies. So the Spellbinder's ones, you need less pressure. And sometimes with the Crafter's Companion or the Gemini ones, I need to add a shim. So we'll see here. You always want to let it cool.
I have the Crafter's Companion Go Pressed Foil. I did pretty good for my first try. I'm a little bit uneven, so I'll try again.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
And for that one, it's very easy to add gems and stuff to cover it up.
Yeah, yeah. And I could do the background mask as well.
Mine came out pretty good. There's a little line there where it overfoiled. And here you can see where my die moved. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with the foiling quality. Yeah. And again, this is the Hamilco 80-pound semi-gloss paper. Whoops. And you want to keep your scraps because you can use them for something else later. And I put that shimmery foil down this time. This one. And same pretty. Die, foil, and paper. And we're going to let that one go through and see what it says.
That's pretty. Yeah, Nancy's using the
I'm using the Spellbinder's Glimmer
to help me understand how to use the Go Press foil, because the Go Press and Foil by Crafter's Companion?
No, Couture Creations.
Creations. Sorry.
Yeah, she's using Couture Creations. We might mix that up a few times tonight. Yes.
Yeah, they're similar. That's why Nancy's using that tonight to help me learn.
Plus, I know you guys, a lot of you have this machine, and I have not played around with it a lot because when I was using my Big Shot machine, I was not getting good results. Since I moved to the Platinum machine, I've had much better results. Hey, Bernie.
Hi, Bernie.
Okay. So my timer, I know you guys can't see it, but it was flashing. It's now solid green. So that tells me I'm ready to go here. I'm
Yes,
very carefully remove from the platform. And the secret is to go slow and steady. All right, I have a phone cord hanging in the way here. Get out of there. It wants to be on camera. Ooh, I don't know about a vagabond, Kathy. I don't have one. Maybe Stacy can answer that for us. Stacy had the Couture Creations one. Hi, Amy. Yes, I prefer the Gemini foil press system. I have 8 million videos on that. You can go back and check my playlist. I was one of the first people that they sent the Gemini foil press system to when it came out 2 years ago. So yes, Amy, I prefer that system. I have that system, and I just think it's an easier system to use if you have the Gemini Junior machine. Okay, so Stacy said, yes, you can use it with the Vagabond machine. Great. Hi, Casey. Are you foiling the outline, Stacy?
Yeah,
Tracy?
I'm waiting for the machine to go green
Okay.
again. Yeah.
Now that came out perfect, you guys. Wow. And if you guys have been around a while, if you watch my channel, I'm Nancy Stamps. I hated this system. And now that I've got the right die cutting machine, look how beautiful that is. And I can just put a very simple Merry Christmas at the bottom.
All right, I'm just going to count to 30.
Jody asks, can you use the Spellbinders machine in the Gemini Junior? No, you cannot, Jody. So Crafter's Companion, when they made their foil machine, they made the foil machine, the foil press, specifically only to work with the Gemini or the Gemini Junior. It does work better in the Gemini Junior than the full-size Gemini. Although, like I said, they did come out with a new platform that is for the full-size Gemini, but you cannot use either of these machines in the Gemini system, and you cannot use the Gemini foil press in any other die cutting machine. So you must have one to go with the other.
Oh, I forgot to use a shim. Got to use my shim, so I'm going to do that again.
My Big Shot is electric, so I can't control speed. Just send it through more than twice. Yes, Vay. I think like 2 or 3 times works best. Thank you, Erica. Kathy, who's going to watch videos tomorrow. What do you do with it now? Kathy, I always use my Gemini Junior foil press system whenever I'm doing my personal foiling. When I'm doing coaching for teaching you guys, that's why I brought this one out. 1, so I can learn how to use it better. But 2, I know not everybody has that other system, and I don't want you guys to have to go out and buy a Gemini Junior machine to do foiling when you have ulterior options here. So if you already have this die cutting system or a Big Kick or a Big Shot machine, you have other options here. Yes, the die cutting machine does make a big difference. And my channel, Kathy, is Nancy Stamps, and I have playlists, and you want the hot foil playlist.
I have a Gemini Junior too, and I also have a sidekick or the hand cranked one. So I'm using the hand cranked one for this to go through. It just goes right through, just like you would send a die cut plate through. You just send this through.
Debadoo says, I didn't know that, but I do have the Gemini Junior and I want to get the Gemini foil machine. Debadoo, I will say that Gemini foil press machine with the Gemini Junior is way easier to use. It heats up faster. The dies don't move around. For me, and Stacy can probably attest, Stacy went from the Couture Creations Go Press and Foil to the Gemini Foil Press, and I think Stacy will agree with me on that. Millie says, Nancy, you sell me on everything you demonstrate. Will you take me in when I grow broke? Millie, I don't think you're that far, honey. You can come and play anytime you want. Kathy says, thanks so much. New kid on the block, getting my Christmas list ready. Tracy is using the Couture Creations Go Press and Foil machine, which I believe was the very first hot foil machine out there.
Yeah, it used to be Nancy's.
Yes. Anne Marie says with her, she has to use shims. Yes, with using her Big Shot. Yeah. Tracy normally has shims. Yes.
I totally forgot. Okay, so this mask outline just basically does an outline. It's a silver foil, but the most ornate part of the mask is that other die. So it comes with 2 dies, and I guess I could then run it through my
that cuts it out. Yeah, that cuts. Well, the outside one is a regular cutting die, isn't it? Does it have a raised edge?
It looks like
so that is a cutting die. So that's what that's designed to do, is once you foil your mask, you can now run that through your cutting and cut it out now. So that's what that's for. So it's a foil and cut die system.
Oh, I didn't understand that. Now I'm going to have a pretty little mask.
Yeah, you know what? I bet that would look amazing on black paper.
Oh, it would. Okay. All right, now I got it. Okay.
Okay, I've gone to black paper, and I am using that sparkle blue foil again from Blue Bonnet, and perfect. You guys, I'm so excited. I'm like a little kid right now because this machine and I literally were like, I was going to trash it, you guys. Look at it.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
I'm getting some good card fronts here. I have one more blue. I'm going to also do that one on black. And you don't have to do dusty because there's glue in the foil. And so the glue sticks to your paper. So you really don't have to worry about dust getting in the way. Not like toner foil.
Okay, mine is heating up again. I have a Christmas tree to be foiled. I'll show you the packaging in a second here.
All right, Sally says, I need a new hot foil plate for my Gemini. Sally, I did buy one for mine. I had mine for 2 years. It is warped in the middle, so I did end up buying another one. So I feel your pain on that one. Debadu says, yes, she's seen a lot of comparison videos, and most of them do prefer the Gemini version. Yes. Millie says you can use regular dies. Yes, Millie. So what Tracy did is she used a regular die. You just don't want to go back and cut the die because it'll cut out your beautiful whatever you foiled. Debadu says the mask is pretty. Kathleen said, I have the Go Press because the store I was on the design team for gave us one. That's awesome, Kathleen. Yes.
Nice.
Yes, right on the packaging, how many shims are needed. Yes.
I know. I always forget to do that. Right now, everything's just one. So knock on wood.
Oh, awesome. Mary said she got a printer from my link and she picked up some foil from Technique Junkies. Now, I will say this again, you guys that have been around a while, the foil that's at Technique Junkies is toner foil. It is not hot foil, so it's a completely different foiling system. That foil is the same as the old Creative Vision stamps foil. It's not a lot of colors, more of the plain colors, but keep in mind, you're only getting like a 4 1/4 inch roll. It's not a large 12-inch roll like we get from H&H. So that's going to be the biggest difference, is you're going to get a much smaller roll. Just keep that in mind. Bernie's talking about snarky cats. Sandy likes her Gemini hot foil. Is the Glimmer wider than the Gemini foil press? Let me check. Molly, why would you ask that? Let me ask you that.
Hi, Ryan.
So they're about the same size, but again, you cannot interchange the die cutting machines, but they're about the same size. But you cannot use one machine in another's in a competitor's die cutting machine. Yes. Stacy says, don't forget to write down what pound shim you're using as well.
Gonna write that down.
Okay, Chow linked the link for H&H foil. Again, that is toner foil. It is not meant for this system at all. Hey, Ryan. No, you don't think it's wider. I think it's about the same. I think it's about the same. Do any of these sheens work with the Cuddle Bug? I think, Jody, that the Cuddle Bug is too small is what I heard. I think somebody can answer that for us, but yeah. Bernie, I'm allergic to cats too. Hello, Irene. I think someone is trying to sell a hot foiling machine on here. I'm not sure what's going on there. All right, Chow just linked for you guys the Facebook group for the Bluebonnet hot foil that I'm using. And for those of you that are interested in the Spellbinders foil or the Spellbinders machine, Chow will link my Spellbinders site for you guys as well. Oh, Molly, then you would want to go with Gemini has just come out with a large foiling plate. So it works with the Gemini foil press, but they came out with a larger hot foil plate for the full-size Gemini, Molly. So you can check. I think HSN has that. You can check that out. Yeah, Cuddle Bug is too small is what I heard. Yeah. All right, what are you doing now, Tracy? Which one? A tree?
The Spellbinders tree.
Okay.
On glossy, semi-gloss paper. Ooh, pretty.
Just rips it right off. Wow, that looks great. Oh my gosh, hold that up to the camera.
Can you see it?
Oh my gosh, now do the little side to side. You guys, look at how well that foiled. That is gorgeous. Yay, I'm so proud of you. High five, Tracy.
I did it. Now there's a little overfoiling in the middle, but really, for the people that I send my Christmas cards to, they're not going to know the difference, you guys. So I am happy. I am so happy. Yay.
Yay, that looks amazing.
Oh, you're doing some more snowflakes. Pretty.
I have a tree I'm going to bring out.
All right. I'm going to bring out some pattern paper and put foil Christmas tree.
All right, so I'm going to let that warm up while I cut out some more foils. So to speed the process along, you really should have your foils and your paper cut. We didn't do that, so apologize. And then I have these two green foils I'm going to use from, again, Bluebonnet. So I will use these two. Actually, I might have some of these already out.
Hey, Ryan, how are you doing? It's nice for you to be able to join us.
No, Nancy, no.
All right, so I have this pretty pattern paper. It's sort of like Christmas trees with the teal background. So it's not a traditional color of a Christmas paper, but I think it's pretty.
When it's handmade, you can make it any way you want.
Okay, let me go ahead and trim this down. My paper trimmer.
Molly, I got a lot of mine. So I am between Couture Creations and Spellbinders Glimmer. I got a lot from, and also from Gemini foil press, and you can pick those up in 2 places. HSN. What? This is not cutting on my self-healing mat, you guys.
What?
Maybe I gotta, let me flip it over. It's not cutting. Maybe I doled it already. I don't know. HSN or Craft Stash. Craft Stash has a lot of because they are based out of England, which is where Couture Creation, Gemini is, Crafter's Companion is based out of. So I've gotten quite a few from there as well. Ooh,
I can't keep all the companies straight.
I know. It's like, what? And it's confusing because you have Couture Creations and Crafter's Companion, and it's like, huh? Which one am I talking about?
And they're both CC, right?
Right. This might fit.
Pretty side down. Then paper.
Yes. You got it.
Talking to myself. So I want it to foil on that side, so I need to face it on that side. Got it. Okay, keep our fingers. Oh, shim. Don't forget the shim. I'm really pleased that I've been, and I shouldn't even say it out loud, but I've been using just a 110-pound cardstock shim for most of these so far. Of course, I've only done 2, so.
Well, like I said, it depends on the dye company too.
Right.
Some are thicker than others. Not working. Okay, sorry, but the self-healing mat and I are not getting along right now.
Oh, you need a little firmer one like this.
I'm just using my glass. I got no problems with my glass mat. Look, if I dull my blade, then I have nobody to blame but myself.
This is from We Are Memory Keepers. It's magnetic and it's a lot firmer than just a self-healing mat. It's got some firmness to it. That's what you need. Something firmer.
Ryan says Stamp Wars 1 week away. You guys do not want to miss the Stamp Wars. You know how we keep saying it gets better and better? Well, this one's going to be good. I promise you. Will the reigning champion Chow hold on to her belt? Will the former champion Ryan take back his belt? Or will we have a new champion?
Or will Tracy finally win one for once? Haven't won one yet. Me and Nancy, we haven't won one yet. No. Nancy hasn't competed as many times as I have, though.
I kind of like being the host.
I was the host one time. It was fun.
Tracy, hold up the mask. They want to see it cut out.
Sure. One moment, please.
Molly says Stamp Wars equals must-see TV. YouTube. Yes. Ooh, I want pineapple upside down cake. Bernie always has these conversations of food and interesting things. I'm like, Bernie, you're making me hungry now.
Oh, I love pineapple upside down cake. Okay, can you all see the pretty mask?
Oh my gosh, that looks amazing.
So pretty.
Okay, here's my little Crafter's Companion Gemini tree. This is Bluebonnet green foil. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Yes. You guys, I should go buy a lottery ticket today. Maybe I'll bump into a handsome single man. That's how my brain works. I need somebody that can fix my lawnmower correctly because I'm really frustrated. Okay, I'm going to use some of this green sequined foil from Bluebonnet. Keep wanting to, like, Bluebonnet just reminds me of butter. Isn't that a butter company?
I think so.
All right, here's my black.
Here's my pattern paper with a tree on it. Pretty.
That is cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sally had cheesecake brownie. Oh my gosh. Stop, you guys, with the food.
Yeah. Don't talk about food. I didn't eat much today. I only had a piece of pizza. That was it.
Kathleen says, can't wait for Stamp Wars. It's what helps me get through this fractured ankle. I know, Kathleen. I saw your picture. It's awful.
Yes, Kathleen. We wish you a speedy recovery.
I twisted my ankle yesterday walking through my dining room. Like, and I was
Oh my
standing in front of
gosh.
Leah, and then I was like, wham! And she's like, Mom, are you okay? I'm like, I just twisted my ankle.
Oh no.
Can you use the waste foil? Same with toner foiling. You can use the waste foil, yes. So you can put it on toner sheets. You can put it on what's it called? Heat and Bond Light. Yes. Or you can, because it's hot foil, you can kind of use it by itself. It just, for me, it doesn't ever come out right. Apple crisp and served it with vanilla ice cream. All right, that's it. No more food, you guys. Stop. Chicken Alfredo. Oh my God, you guys are killing me.
It sounds delicious.
Who wants to Grubhub me some food?
Yeah.
I had leftover pizza.
Me too. That's what I had. I cannot get this tape off the back of this die.
Tape is the worst part. Always make sure when you guys are doing your foiling and you're purchasing your foils that you keep your hot foil projects away from your regular foil projects, because even though they look the same, they definitely do not act the same. And you want to make sure that you keep them separate. I keep my hot foil dies separate from my regular dies. I keep my hot foils in a separate place from my regular foils. I always try to keep the original packaging so I know which company it is. Stroganoff. Oh my gosh, you guys. Tracy, let's go out to eat.
That's enough unless you're bringing us some dinner.
Yeah, stop. "96 people watching, Tracy.
Oh, that's great. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Really appreciate it.
Don't forget to give her a thumbs up and make sure you have live chat on. Oh my gosh. This one has a tiny bit of overfoiling, but you're never going to see it.
Oh, wow. That is such a beautiful die.
Yes. All right. Let's see. What else can we do here? Let me move these guys out of the way. I'm going to lift and flick. There we go. Grab another one.
Okay, I'm gonna grab
This is a new one.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Picket Fence Studios, and I believe I got this off of scrapbook.com.
Picket Fence Studios does hot dies?
This one is, yeah.
Wow.
And I'm going to use some of this silver bluebonnet sequins. Actually, I have a piece of green, so we'll use that first. Gemini hot foil will fit the cuddle bug, but not enough pressure. So Sandy, I do have a video where I have used the Gemini foil press system with my Big Shot. However, it is not recommended that you use the Gemini foil press system in any other system, because if Crafter's Companion finds out, they're going to void your warranty. So Noelle, get it out and do it right now. I'm doing it, Noelle. Let's do this together. Get it out, Noelle. Let's do this. I'm giving you a step-by-step tutorial here. Hey, Tracy can get it. Anybody can get it. And I love Tracy,
I can do it. Anybody can
Tracy
do it.
has been struggling with this foiling for a little while now. So she was like, can we do a video? I'm tired of messing with this machine. And now look, she's 10 minutes into it and she's got it down.
Yep.
Noelle, get your machine out and come on, let's do it. Do it the same way I'm doing it. I know you have all of these products. Cheesy potato soup. Bernie, we're going to silence you if you keep talking about good food. Okay. Yeah. I'm doing it the same way over and over and over again. I'm not changing anything. I don't have any extra shims in here. I'm using 2 different kinds of paper, black paper and white paper. The white paper is coated. The black paper is not. I don't have a shim. I'm using bluebonnet foil, but I could be using Spellbinders foil. I could be using any other foil and it would work the same. And I'm only cranking it through 3 times on my, or I guess it's 4 times, right? No, 1, 2, 3. On my Spellbinders Platinum 6 machine. And I just go nice and slow. Okay, Karen, that is a great question. What is the difference between a hot die and a cutting die? Okay, so a hot foil die, what it does is it impresses the image almost like an embossing folder. It impresses the image into the paper and then the heat activates the glue on the back of the hot foil. And this is what you get, a very beautiful impressed design. It's pressed into there, right? A die actually cuts it out. So let me show you what a die does. So these don't have any cutting edges on them. They just press down like a stamp. So they're called hot foil stamps.
Thanks, Erica.
I'm going to use my Platinum machine for the first time as a die cutting machine. Okay, so this has a raised edge on it. I don't know if you guys can see that. You see that raised edge? That is a cutting edge, okay? So the actual stamp, the hot foil stamp, does not have a cutting edge. This does have a cutting edge. So I'm going to put some little mint tape on here. Mint tape is like Post-it tape, but it's way cheaper. You can get that from scrapbook.com as well. I'm just going to tape that in place. This is the first time I'm using this as a cutting machine. I've only used it for foiling. So here we go. So now this has cut out. So that is the difference between a hot foil stamp die and a cutting die. Ooh. Now you can foil, if I wanted to foil this outline, you can foil by using the back side of it. What I mean by that is you don't want to foil with the cutting edge. You could, but it's not recommended because it's going to just foil like a tracing. So it's so thin, you really don't even see it. But I could, because this is solid, I could actually foil with this. So let me see if I can show you guys how that works. So the first thing I'm going to do is foil. I'm going to foil the ornament again. Tim Holt said hi to Chow. That's
all
awesome.
Right. That's great.
All right, so I'm going to go in with this silver sequins again. so I'm going to use that same picket fence hot foil stamp. Put the silver sequence foil pretty side down. I'm going to go with black. Black is better. Okay. I'm going to turn my little timer button on. Once that turns green, then I can go in, and then I'm going to do this with a different color of foil. So we'll double foil this with the regular cutting die, but I'm going to use the back side of the die, not the cutting side. And for those of you just joining us, welcome. We are doing hot foiling today. Tracy's using the Couture Creations Go Press and Foil machine, and I am using the Spellbinders Glimmer machine, and I am using hot foils from Bluebonnet, and she's using Spellbinders hot foil. And all kinds of different dyes. Don't cut into your glimmer mat. I won't. I won't. Okay, so now that's done. The timer's done. I'm going to run it through here, and I'm going to foil my ornament. Finally got on. Hi, Mary Jo. Used my glimmer the other day trying to do sentiments. No matter what I did, I got over foiling. Mary Jo, did you by chance use the Gemini foil press hot foil? So now,
Sweet.
come on. All right, I'm going to remove this guy. Over foiling with that one, but it's not too bad. Okay, so now that's really pretty, but now say I want to set that off by foiling the outer edge. I'm using the non-cutting side. I'm using the thicker part. So I'm putting my die on here backwards. So what I'm going to do is a little trick is I'm going to put a little bit of this mint tape, which is basically, like I said, like Post-it tape. I'm going to tape it to the top here. Try not to burn myself while doing it. And this is getting very hot very quickly. Okay. And this is a trick I learned from Giannis Makula, is basically that tape is now a hinge. So I can lift that and put my foil underneath. Except I don't want to touch it because it's really hot. I'm just trying to keep it in place and get this foil under there. It did shimmy a little bit, so it probably moved. Anyway, you get the idea. Tape that on, and then we actually need to flip this over. Okay, and we're going to foil again. Timer on. Okay, Mary Jo has the glimmer and the platinum. Okay, great. Mary Jo, which foils did you use though? Did you use the Gemini hot foils? Did you use glimmer foils, or did you use Bluebonnet foils, Spellbinders foil, or did you use Gemini foil, Crafter's Companion foil? You use glimmer foil. Okay. And what kind of paper did you foil on, and did you use any shims? The swirly tree stamp was Crafter's Companion Gemini hot foil stamp. Oh, no problem, Karen. If you ever have any questions, you can always come and ask us on the Foiling Snobs Club group. What are you working on now, Tracy?
Okay, so I have this
Christmas ornament.
Yeah, it's a Christmas ornament. It's a spellbinders, and I'm going to use some silver. This real pretty foil. It's got like confetti in it. It's real pretty silver. Sparkle. And I'm going to try it on a piece of pattern paper that's very plain. It's just blue, like the night sky.
Mine did not foil, so I need a shim on mine.
Wish me luck.
Go ahead, you got this. All right, mine did not foil, so I am going to shim it and run it through again. If I can keep it in the right place. No! Ah, I messed it all up now. Oh boy. Let's move it over here where it's less hot.
Okay, I'm going to take it over to my Sizzix machine here, my Sidekick, and run it through slowly 3 times.
I need a big shim. Shimmy, shim, shim. The 2 shims that came with the machine. Okay, so don't use any shims, Mary Jo. I mean, you didn't. You mean you just used these 2 shims, right? So you didn't use any extra paper shims. So I would say go down. You what weight was your accent paper? So I'm using Hamilco paper, which is a coated. This is 80-pound coated cardstock. Foil likes to stick to this cardstock. And I'm not using any paper shims. Well, this one I'm using a paper shim because I'm using the die. But I'm not using any shims. And then the 2 that came with the machine, the spacer pad and the carbon fiber, green carbon fiber, I've taped those together with heat safe tape. And that's all I'm using. But I would say if you were using 100-pound cardstock, try going down to 80-pound cardstock. If you have any of the Hamilco cardstock, it really does make a difference. Just like in the toner foiling, there's something about that coated paper that the foil just likes it. I want to go to Scotland. I went to Ireland like 11 years ago. Not been to Scotland yet.
Who's going to Scotland?
I didn't know these guys were talking about going to Scotland.
Wow, that sounds like a great trip.
Did you do your reveal? I missed it. I'm sorry.
Oh, here we go. Ready? Let's see what we've got.
Ooh, that's
here.
pretty.
It's such a pretty foil, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. Oh, yes.
Oh my
nice.
gosh. And what, that's just pattern paper you did it on?
Yep, it's just blue pattern paper with little stars. That's it.
That is
That's
pretty.
it. It's a nice shiny pattern paper. I got it from scrapbooking for less.
That is
And
beautiful.
their pattern papers are all on sale right now for $4 a pack because they're going out of business, unfortunately.
Oh, I don't think this foiled because I don't think I had enough pressure. I could just not feel any resistance when I was pushing it through, but we'll find out.
Yeah, Erica, isn't it beautiful? I'm going to do one that says Happy Holidays next.
Ah, it overfoiled the outside. Okay, so this is where the cutting die comes in handy because all of this mess I did not want. We're going to cut it out so I don't have to worry about it.
Thanks, everyone. Okay, let's do that again. That was so pretty.
I'm just going to cut this bad boy out.
This one's going to say Happy Holidays instead. This will be great for Hanukkah. I don't have Happy Hanukkah, but I have Happy Holidays. That'll work. And the blue is the color of Hanukkah, so that would be perfect. Ooh, is that gold foil?
It's silver. There's a little gold on the edge, but oh well.
Ooh.
It's still usable.
Mm-hmm. I love that ornament.
Yeah, the ornament is Picket Fence Studios. Right.
They must have just recently started,
It's the
getting
only
those
one
kind
I
of.
saw. Yeah.
I did not think of them for that type of product.
All right. Here, these are a little bigger. These are the Gemini. These guys are pretty big. I don't even know if my cardstock is big enough, but
Right.
yeah, that's not going to work. I'm not going to do those. They're not going to fit. Have to cut bigger paper.
Oh, okay.
Let me go in and do sentiments on these ones I did do. We could do that.
Okay.
If you guys have questions, keep asking, and I will keep trying to answer them. Noelle, did you get your machine out yet, Noelle? Noelle saying
Come on, Noelle.
she was like, her machine doesn't work. So come on, Noelle, you get personal tutoring here. Get it
What
out.
kind of machine does Noelle have?
She has the Spellbinders. She says she can't get it to work. So for those of you just joining us, I'll go through again the steps. So I'm using the Spellbinders Glimmer machine. I'm also using the Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cutting machine. I am using the paper that I have is Hamilco 80-pound. This is a semi-gloss or glossy cardstock. It's in my Amazon shop. The black paper is Black Lux. It's LUX cardstock. And the foil that I'm using is from Blue Bonnet, which is a Facebook foiling company. And the dies that I've used so far have been hot foil stamping. I've been Crafter's Companion and also Spellbinders and Picket Fence. So now I have this kind of snowflake. Oh, I guess you guys can't see that. So I have this snowflake that I've already foiled. And now I want to add a sentiment at the bottom. So I have a piece of mint tape. And this sentiment is from Spellbinders. And it says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." And I'm going to attempt to foil that at the bottom here. Okay, so a trick that I learned from Yana Smakula is you put your foil down and then tape your sentiment where you want it. And you kind of have like this, like a, what do you call it? A hinge system. I don't know that I want my tape up there. Turn it around this way. And then what you do is kind of wrap that, flip it over. So hopefully that's straight. And then I'm going to press my timer button and that'll blinkety blinkety blink. And when it's done blinking, it'll be ready to go through the machine. The foils matter, the hot foil stamps matter, the paper you're using matters, your die cutting machine matters. They all kind of take place in how you do your hot foiling. But it's just like when we started card making, you know, your paper matters. If you're using Bristol paper versus Yupo paper versus craft cardstock versus, you know, smooth cardstock or marker paper, whatever. So just like paper matters when you're stamping, paper definitely matters when you're foiling. And just like, you know, different markers, different inks, different papers, different stamps, different dyes. There's so many options out there. It's the same thing with foiling. And it's not anything that, you know, you really got to learn overnight. It takes a lot of practice. If you go over to my channel, Nancy Stamps, I have playlists for hot foiling as well as toner foiling. And you can watch my progression over the last few years of foiling, and you can see my earlier videos and my earlier foiling was not that good. But with practice and patience and taking notes, you can get pretty good at it. And just look at that beautiful thing Tracy made there. I mean, Tracy has really been struggling with her hot foiling, and she's doing really well tonight. Her hot foiling is on point.
Oh, I love this pattern paper. Wow. And the silver. Oh, it's so pretty. Thanks, Nancy. I'm having some luck tonight, huh?
It's amazing. And I do encourage you guys to get your machines out and try with us. Yes. Oh, Noelle says she doesn't feel good.
Oh, well, maybe next time.
It.
Next time. Yeah, you really have to try and practice and, you know, do it when you have time to play with it. I think make time, make about an hour or so to do it.
Yes.
And yeah.
And paper matters. I think papers that have a little bit of a coating, a little bit of glossy surface, accept foil better than matte papers.
Yeah.
So Hamilco paper, I wish they made a black Hamilco paper. We're gonna have to write them a letter and say we need some black coated Hamilco paper.
Absolutely. That's what we need. Okay.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. That came out pretty good. Let's move on to the next one. And Happy New Year. All right, next. Stacy brings up a good point. The larger the die, the longer it takes to heat up. That's correct. And the Spellbinder system and the Go Press and Foil system that Tracy's using, they do work on higher heat level than the Gemini machine. Even though the Gemini is adjustable, these foils work on a much hotter heat level. So the Gemini foils work on a lower heat level. So I don't recommend using the Gemini paper craft foils on these machines. Their multi-craft foil is fine, but you find that they will overfoil much quicker on these machines. And if you're going to use these foils on your Gemini machine, which is fine, just make sure you are using it at a medium or a high setting. And you want to do, like, I would say 25 to 30 seconds on a medium or a high setting.
Got my shim. Here we go.
Is there an ink that is good over alcohol ink? Yes, Sherry. You know what ink I have found to be my secret saving grace? Catherine Pooler Midnight Ink works on alcohol inks, and it sticks to plastic like Stays On ink does. As long as you let it dry, it's archival. It's super black, works great on rubber stamps. Now it will stain your photopolymer and your silicone stamps, but I've been reaching for that black ink for everything lately.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, everyone.
Yes. Tracy said she got the paper pack from which company is going out of
Oh,
business?
yeah. Scrapping for Less. Here, I'll show you.
Scrapping for Less is going out of business.
And if they have any paper packs left, they're on sale for $4, and you get 24 double-sided sheets, and they're like a semi-gloss. They're glossy, like, so they take foil very well.
Jerry says at Tracy, I do not need this. I do not need this. But with you using this on pattern paper, I'm thinking maybe I need this.
Oh, yeah. You need it.
I really only do hot foiling at Christmas time. This is really when you guys see me do hot foiling.
Okay. But wouldn't that make a beautiful, if you have a hot foil system and you have a special birthday card for somebody too, I think it would really make a statement. I really do. There we go. I just kind of have a little bit of overfoiling this time because I left it on too long.
Yeah, and as you're using your machine, keep in mind it's going to continue to heat up. So you may not need as many passes as you did when you first started.
And I've been using this die like 3 or 4 times, so it's getting pretty hot.
Yes. So I have a piece of, or this is a full-size Crafter's Companion background snowflakes. And I'm going to cut a pretty big piece of foil for this. I kind of want this to be my background. This is the silver sequins again from Blue Bonnet. I'm using all Blue Bonnet tonight. Thank you, Blue Bonnet. And I think I'm going to try it on black. What do you guys think? Black? Can you laser hot foil onto candles? I don't know about that. Okay. That's interesting. Can you guys explain to me? Because I don't understand. I have seen like 3 posts today. And it's just because I don't understand. I'm ignorant to this. But what is the thing with napkins? Like I've seen napkin cards. I saw napkins on candles. Foiling on napkins, like, is that a trend that I totally missed? Because I don't get it. Oh, laser printing. I see what you're saying now. Okay, got. Hi, Arlene.
Wow. Noelle says she hasn't crafted since Wednesday. She's not feeling well.
She said she's not feeling well.
Yeah. Well, didn't you have a sinus cold last month too?
Yeah, Kim's in Alaska. She's got really cold weather.
Oh
my gosh. No. We had a beautiful day today. It was in the 70s. I was like, yes. I hope it's just as nice tomorrow. And I am going to say, go Steelers. We're going to beat them Cowboys tomorrow.
Yes. Go Steelers. I cannot get this tape off. I don't understand the tape.
Gosh, this is quite thick. I think I might get overfoiling with this one. Oh my gosh. This is very tough to push through machine. Because it's a full size die. I think 2 is enough. Let's see. I think I might have overfoiled this bad boy. Oh, it came right off.
Finally.
Yeah, it's overfoiled, but it's still pretty.
Oh, it is pretty.
Ooh.
Oh, is that a full-size die? Oh, that
It's
is
a
so
full
pretty.
size die.
So pretty.
It is very overfoiled in the middle. Where's my thick, where's my brush?
Yeah, Stacy, if I had known it was going to take me so long to get the tape off, I would have done that ahead of time.
Tracy and I were scrambling. We're like, oh, we need to cut paper. We need to cut foil.
If I'd known that.
Chow was like, you guys, you're late. So whenever you have overfoiling with foiling, I have this thick stencil brush that I never use for stenciling, and now it's finally come in handy. And I just kind of just knock away any of that excess foil. A mono sand eraser will also, any places that are really stuck on, you can use a mono sand eraser to erase those, but this is working pretty well. And you just take that brush and just kind of chip away, and all that excess foil will come off. The rest of the foil will stay in place because it's glued into place. Dusty, dusty. Ready. Look at all of that. It's gorgeous, darling, gorgeous. And keep your questions coming, guys. I will definitely keep trying to read them and answer them. Karen says, have you tried the undo to remove the stickers? Karen, they're tiny little stickers on the edge of the foil, and then you would get, I don't know if it would be worth getting the undo out. You just got to cut it off, that's all. But it's hard to see sometimes. That's pretty. Let's try that again on white card. And we'll try some of that pretty blue foil I used earlier. Blue Bonnet has a whole bunch of different hot foils, lots of different colors and embeds, and it's just really, really pretty stuff. So go check them out on Facebook.
Oh, I forgot to use a shim.
Shim, shim, shiminy, shim, shim, shiminy, shim, 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 shim.
The worst thing when you forget.
I'm gonna make you a sticker and put it on your machine that says, "Where's your shim?"
Yeah. Yeah. My Big Kick is so old, I have to use a shim every time because it's so loose.
Mary Jo's gonna get her glimmer out. Yes, Mary Jo, we'll help you out.
That sounds great. Oh, it did pretty good.
Of you are not members of the Foiling Snobs Club, please come check us out on Facebook. We are not snobs. We just really like our foiling. Foiling Snobs Club on Facebook. Let me see. Hold it up. Hold it up.
Okay.
Wow. I don't think I have that one. Is that Spellbinders?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Let me look.
It's real scripty font. It says Happy Holidays.
Oh, I do have that one.
You probably never used it.
I'm excited. No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh, I'm going to use that on my little snowflakies here. Yay. Such a dork, you guys.
Oh, it's so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay.
Yeah, Sand Eraser is a stiffer eraser, and it has, like, it's got grit in it. So it takes mistakes off. If you don't have one of these, you got to get one. It's so worth it. You can pick these up at scrapbook.com. Even like your local art store will have it, but it's a mono sand eraser. I'm only going to do one pass this time because it overfoiled last time. It is very heavy going through the machine. I can feel it, like the resistance.
Well, you can hear it squeaking and everything.
Yes.
Okay, let's try another.
What's Anne Marie asking? I missed it. There's sandy eraser. Understand? Oh, yeah, Anne Marie. It's just it's got some grit in it. It's just a grittier eraser. That's all. Tracy got the paper from Scrapbook for Less. Scrapbook for
Yep.
Less. Yes.
Scrapping for less. Scrapping for less. SFL.
Ooh, that came out much better. I did a one-time
That's
pass.
really gorgeous. Now, where did you get that die from?
This one is a Crafter's Companion Gemini background hot foil stamp.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And we take this. And we take this. So pretty. Ooh, we're going to do it again. It's too pretty. It's too pretty. I need to do it again. I want that same blue foil on black card.
That's okay, Bernie. Everybody gets our names mixed up.
Happens every day when I talk to them. I feel like I cut that too short.
Heavens. If I had some undo, I would definitely use it. This is a big old piece of tape. If I put it on the machine, it's going to melt, right?
Yeah.
You can't leave it on.
No, you can leave the tape on the foil. You just need to get your foil opened.
No, it's on the die. It's on the back of the die.
Oh, that's not going to hurt anything. It'll eventually melt off.
You sure?
I thought you were trying to get it off of your foils. Yeah, I foiled with the stickers on there all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't clean up anything.
It's taking me 5 minutes just to get that off.
I didn't know that's what you're doing. I'm sorry. I thought you were cutting the foil off of sticker off your foil. My bad.
Yeah, I already got it off the foil, so we're good there.
Yeah, they put like some super tape on these dies. I hate that.
I'd like to know where they get that tape because I can't find it anywhere. It's the world's strongest tape.
Stacy says, nope, not going to hurt anything.
Okay. I was worried about that, you guys.
Bernie called her grandson Dobby twice this week. Good night, Irene.
Good night.
Oh, sorry, Stace. Stacy was trying to tell me, but once again, you know how I listen to her or don't listen to her. I do want to mention to you guys, is Ryan still on here? He's probably recording some videos. Ryan is still taking donations for the trademark donations for the print that he colored. It's the Halloween witch that he did, Jade and Nevermore. He did a 3-day video of coloring that, and he is in the process of making prints of it. And if you want to donate to Ryan's PayPal, I think it's a minimum donation. The cost of everything is $15. What the money is going towards is I am trademarking the term Stamp Wars. So we are taking PayPal donations. If you donate to Ryan's, you will get a copy of the print. You can also donate to my PayPal, which is just nancystamps15@gmail. I will send you a thank you card for that. But with Ryan's, you do get the print. So he is taking orders for that. And then this next Saturday is actual Stamp Wars. So of course, we will be taking super chats and donations on next week's Stamp Wars towards the trademark of Stamp Wars. So I want to thank everybody who has donated. And we're sending thank you cards out to everybody who has donated. So we do appreciate that, guys.
Ryan's here. He's here, Nancy.
He was here, but then he was like,
he said, here, just now. All right, let's see if this works.
I know Ryan's been working a lot, you guys. So he's been working at night on his 25 Christmas videos. He's working at his bakery. This is the busy time of year for him. So kudos to Ryan for trying to keep up and do all of this for us too. Look at Ryan. This. Oh my gosh, you guys. Woo! This is what makes it worth it when it comes out that
so
good.
Pretty.
Ryan, you want to link your PayPal so they know where to send so they can get a copy of your print? I did get a letter or an email from the Office of Trademarks and Patents saying they got my application. Everything's in process now, but it does take a couple of months for it to go through as official. So it's just a waiting game now, I guess.
Exciting times.
It's very exciting. I never thought that I would be trademarking Stamp Wars.
It's great.
Lots of fun. Lots of fun. Okay, so for this one. All right, how do I know if this is straight? Well, I guess this is straight. Okay, this is going to be a little challenging.
I got some overfoiling. Still
Let me
pretty.
see. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's still pretty.
Yeah. I guess I left it on too long.
Okay, this one is the one Tracy was using that says Happy Holidays. It's from Spellbinders. I'm going to try to line my snowflake up on there. Casey said she had to change the colors on her first holiday card because they were too similar to yours. That's okay. When I was watching Ryan's video today, he did his typical murder scene on the card. every time I watch one of Ryan's videos, I'm like, where's the murder scene? But it came out beautiful in the end, of course.
This
Star says the plate you're using now, she has a hard time. Star has a hard time using it. I think I have a little difficulty with that one too.
Maybe I need to use 2 shims.
Jean said she had to choose between snowflakes or feathers. She took feathers. I don't blame you, Jean. I have the feathers too, and they're very pretty. Okay, Mary Jo says she did 1 pass through the machine and she still has overfoil. Okay, Mary Jo. So which hot foil die are you using, Mary Jo? And cut your foil down to around the size of your die and use a lighter cardstock. Don't use an 80 or 100 pound cardstock. Try going maybe down to 65 pound cardstock. And don't put any extra shims on it. Jerry's thinking, Stacy, I'm guessing Jerry probably got a scan and cut. Oh, my Crafty Critter order is going to be here this week too, Kathleen. I'm excited. Devadu says she thinks that too at Ryan's murder scene cards, but they're beautiful. They're beautiful. It's just funny because it's like, it's all red. Tracy, the We Are Memory Keepers magnetic mat and ruler is fantastic for cutting foil, says Cindy.
It really is. It's nice and firm, like it's like a board because it has the magnet inside of it. And then you can just throw your right there. And it holds.
I'm so excited. I can't fussy cut for the life of me. Jerry, I don't know if Melanie's on here tonight, but Melanie is my scan and cut angel, and I love that thing. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I hate fussy cutting.
Oh, look.
Ooh, that came out much better.
Yeah. I just wonder if the overfoiling is happening on the black cardstock. It's just plain old black
Could be.
cardstock. This, I didn't leave it.
My black cardstock is a little thicker than my white cardstock, so I am getting overfoiling on my black as well.
Yeah. That's so pretty. I like this. What's that
great.
matte? It's that matte silver foil. It's sort of like matte.
That looks good. Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Well, I got like my cards all like these are like coming together, you guys.
Sorry, Jerry.
What'd she say?
Not another thing I think I need now.
Oh.
Thanks. Boy, now this is really sticking because of that glue. Oh. Not glue, but the tape. Remember, this one had a big piece of tape on the back of it.
If you guys are enjoying, please make sure you give Tracy a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click the bell so that you get notifications whenever we're live. Don't forget, Saturday night, we have Stamp Wars. That'll be on my channel. And join us on the Foiling Snobs Club Facebook group. Our group is not just for foiling. We do stamping, we do foiling, we do all kinds of crafty goodness.
This is when I need my spatula.
Yes, Tracy is using the Couture Creations machine, and she's using the Spellbinders. You're going to have to use the tweezers and dig it. Yeah, somehow dig on that.
Oh, my goodness. I got it off, Stacy. I used my pried it off there.
Hey, she hasn't lost anything tonight. I lost my machine. I couldn't find my machine. I put it away and couldn't find it.
She did. She put it away so well she couldn't find it. That's funny. All right. This one's big. Matte. I like that matte silver. Oh, that's pretty.
Stacy said it's not over yet. Any questions, guys, comments? Don't hesitate to ask. That's what we're here for, so that you guys can learn along with us. Ooh, that's pretty.
Wow, way to go, Star Patrick. That's a great profit for you. Good for you.
Woo! Good job, Star. Yeah, whether you're making 5 cards or 50 cards, we just want you to have fun with the products you guys have invested money into. If you have these products, get them out. Stop letting them sit in the closet and collect dust. Don't be afraid of them. We're here to help you out. We have an amazing design team that is pretty proficient at using all 3 of the hot foiling systems. We have Gemini Foil Press. We have the Spellbinders Glimmer machine. We have the Couture Creations. I even had the Toto machine at one time. So we are all very proficient at using these hot foiling machines, as well as toner-based foiling, which would be the Mink machine or the laminator machine. And if you join our group, we have the most amazing group on Facebook, the Foiling Snobs Club. Everybody there is so nice and helps each other out, and there's no such thing as a dumb question. And it doesn't have to be a foiling related question. It could be anything at all that you're doing that's crafty related and you just need a little help or a little advice. We're not owned by a store. There are some companies that we do help promote, but Tracy and I are working moms, and we understand that budget is important. And that's why we started that Facebook group, to make sure that no one gets bamboozled by any kind of company trying to show you how amazing, you know, their Ronco machine is. And if you don't have Ron, you don't know how to use it. And I know some of you can relate to what I'm saying. But we always try to help you out. And if you don't have something and you're looking at purchasing something like a hot foiling system or a Mink or a laminator or a scan and cut, we always try to show you guys the value so that your dollar stretches a little further. So We never try to sugarcoat it. We're not going to say, oh, you're going to learn the system in one day. It's really easy. It does take some work. But as you can see, just in practicing, we've been on for almost 2 hours. But you can see all of the beautiful pieces that we've come out with together here. And Tracy has just started hot foiling, and she's obviously coming out with some beautiful works today just from practicing and playing with it.
That didn't work, but that's okay.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, because I left it on too long. But considering all the other wonderful ones that I have, I'm pleased with the work.
Yes.
I'm pleased with what I have and how well these turned out. Whoops. Try again with that one, just on regular paper.
And it is an investment, you guys. So the more you invest into this, not just monetarily, but time, emotion, that you really want to hone your craft, the better you're going to get at it. So I didn't just get the foiling machine and in one day be like, oh, I know how to foil. It took me quite a while, but the better your paper, the better quality of your foil, the better quality of your hot foil dies. If you use the systems as they're meant to be used and partner them with the correct die cutting machine, you're going to have no problems. But if you try to shortcut it, then it's not going to be as nice. So just keep that in mind. You get out of it what you put into it.
Sometimes you have to try more than once. That's right.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, please don't forget to give Tracy a thumbs up for her foiling today.
So glad you all jumped on. I really appreciate it. It's great to see everybody again and hang out together.
Yeah, we missed you guys. I had a good day at work. Should I share my work story?
Yeah.
I'm just going to do Mary. This is a tiny little foil transfer letterpress, they call it, but these are hot foil. These are hot foil stamps from Spellbinders, and you can tell because they say Glimmer on them, but they're tiny little ones that I'm going to put at the bottom of the tree here. And you have to remember, when you are doing this hot foil, you have to do it backwards. So the words go on the right instead of the left.
Thanks, Arlene.
As most of you guys know, I started a new job December of last year. Actually, it's almost a year now. And obviously with the new job, I was in quarantine for the last 6 months. So I've just started to go back into the field and see my stores. Now, my dealers. Now, I have been in the car business for 20 years, you guys. I was a salesperson at a dealership and then worked my way up into management, all the way up to upper management. And then last October, I decided that I pretty much had enough of the car business, had enough of the guys, and just really kind of busting my hump to get very little appreciation. So I quit. I just quit my job. I took a leap of faith and I had quit my job. So I got a phone call from my company, from a recruiter, and I basically took the job because they said they were going to guarantee me I have a salary, I have an ability to make a bonus commission, but I get benefits starting day one. And as a single mother of 2 children, that was very important for me. Xavier has ADHD, so I needed his meds and things like that. Anyway, took the job as a job. Now, what's great about my job is I pretty much make my own hours. I have a demo, and I oversee 16 stores in the Philadelphia region. So all of my stores are about, at the most, a 2-hour drive for me. Okay. And I go in and I coach the finance managers to make sure that they are saying things that are legally correct, that they're not bamboozling their customers, that we're protecting the customer, protecting the dealership, and protecting the manufacturer. We don't want anybody thinking the car business is like it was way back in the day when like the Danny DeVito and the tweed coats kind of thing. So there are a lot of laws and regulations to make sure that the car business is run correctly and smoothly, just so you guys know. And it's my job to make sure that those dealerships are doing that. Well, anyway, one of my stores was having a sales improvement assessment. So basically myself and another person from my company went in, we do some observations, and we make suggestions after a few days of observations of some things that they can do to improve their dealership, improve customer service, improve on sales, and just make it easier for everybody, right? And normally when these kinds of things happen in 20 years, somebody is like the team lead and they take over, and the other people have to basically do all the grunt work, and then that person gets all the credit at the end, right? So that did not work. You know why? I had it too low. Whoopsie. Well, this is how I'm gonna fix that. Basically in this case, the person who was, I will say, mentoring me, or the team lead, he made sure that I was involved in every single step of the process. And when we did the report out the other night with, and it's the owner of the dealership. I mean, these are like, you know, people that want their money's worth. They're paying for this to happen. He basically made me the partner in all of this. Like, I was not just the girl in the back of the room. He was like, you know, Nancy is the one that's going to help you guys through this. She's going to make suggestions. She's going to coach you guys along the way. And you really kind of need to heed what she says and take her expertise. She's been in this business for 20 years. And that has never happened to me, you guys. In 20 years and being in this business, I was always the girl. Hey, you girl, can you do these reports? Hey, you girl, can you do these, you know, paperwork? And even though I was pretty good at what I did, and I got paid pretty well, I'm not going to say I didn't, I never got the recognition I felt that I deserved for the hard work that I put in. And I lost a lot of time with my children. I've been divorced twice because of this business. And so this job was just a job for me. Like, I was like, I'll work Monday through Friday. I'll have weekends off. I'll get to spend time with my kids. And that's all it was. And now having this company step up for me and grant me the position that I felt relevant. And I had a male counterpart who has been in the business twice as long as I have, who basically didn't take any of the credit. He gave me the majority of the credit, made me look really good in front of this company. And I literally came home and cried, like called my sister crying, because I could not believe that it took 20 years in the business for somebody to recognize what I have to offer and give me that kind of, you know, it was just redemption for me. So that was really awesome for me. And I came home, and it justifies everything happens for a reason. And I meant to be here with this company. I would not have been able to survive quarantine if I was working in a dealership with my kids, you know, and now I'm working from home. I set my schedule. I have time for my children. I have weekends off. And to be able to be with you guys on the weekends, it's so amazing. And I honestly feel like everything happens for a reason. And I think that if you always look for something positive as a learning experience, you can have that too. And we all know somebody who's a naysayer, and somebody who says, you know, I got looked over, and I'm never, you know, I never get any kind of credit, and I never, you know, and I'm not one of those people. I was, you know, work hard and try to justify where I'm at and getting what I get. But I just feel like there are good people in the world. And if you surround yourself with positive people, if you think positively, if you try to see the good in your life, or try to be a positive impact in someone else's life, it will come around to you. And if you're a person who always has negativity around you, and you have negative people around you, you have to change that. And even if it's your family and it might be hurtful, you have to change that. You have to be the one to take a stand and say, I don't need this negativity in my life. I don't need to hear this from you or anyone else. And I'm going to remove myself from that situation. But always think about that. Even when you're having a bad day, that bad day goes away. The next day it starts over again. And you can control you can control your attitude. You can control your outlook. And you can control what you can control, and you can't control what you can't control. You can't control other people. You can't control other people's way of thinking. And you just have to let those people live their miserable lives and don't let it affect you.
Right, right. It's hard sometimes not to be negative, definitely, but it's really encouraging to hear your positive experience that you had this week. So I'm really happy for you that you had somebody that had your back. Yes. And was, letting you be the shining star. I mean, that was phenomenal. What a great person, to work with.
Yeah. So I kind of reciprocated that. I could have just taken that, patted myself on the back and said, okay, I'm good. I'm going on with my weekend. But I did not do that. I actually sent an email to my company's upper management and basically explained that same story and said, I've been in the car business for 20 years. I took this job as a job. I have given up all ambition of being anything more than what I am. I just feel like at 43 years old, how much further can I go? I do not have a bachelor's degree. I gave up college because I was making so much money in the dealership that I gave up all of my ambitions to chase the dream of someday being an upper management at a dealership. And so when I took this job, I was like, okay, well, this is it. I gave up my education and I'm kicking myself for all of the decisions I made. But now I feel like I'm here for a reason. This is where I'm meant to be. And this is the proof of that. This is the redemption of that.
Absolutely. Yeah, you put in those long years of working long days, not never having a weekend off to be with your kids, or very few a month. And I know you maybe got 1 or 2 a month where you had time off. So I'm super happy for you. You deserve it.
Thank you. And I have you guys, Tracy, Stacy, Chow, Ryan, I talk to those guys almost daily. Pretty much daily we are talking to each other, but you guys, the FSC, our wonderful subscribers, you guys really give me that creative outlet and mojo to be able to talk to you guys. And I know for a lot of you, it's very difficult right now. I know a lot of you lost your jobs, or a lot of you know people who have gotten sick or lost people because they have gotten sick and just not going through good times right now. This too will pass, and you just have to try to take it as a learning experience and do what you can do, spend time with people that you love, and and hopefully it will be done soon and we can go back to normal. That is gorgeous, Tracy.
Thank you.
I don't have that one. Is that a Spellbinders one?
It's this one.
Pretty.
It's Snowflake Sparkle background. Thanks, Jerry.
Hi, Michelle.
Yeah. Jerry. She's still trying to talk herself out of it. It's a losing battle. Amen, Arlene. I agree.
Yes.
All right. So that was fun. What do you got now, Nancy? What are you sending through the machine?
I'm just trying to do these little tiny dies, but they're just done. I'm not having luck with them.
Oh, those are tricky, huh?
They are tricky because they're so little. Okay, this one I just put sparkle. All right, that one is not so bad. That one came out okay.
Cute.
Little overfoiling, whammy, bammy. It's gone now. All right, that one came out pretty good.
Very nice.
The swirly Christmas tree is a Gemini. It's Crafter's Companion Gemini swirly tree.
Oh, that's so sweet, Jerry.
What'd she say?
She said that it's helped her a lot to be connected to the FFC. It's been a blessing for her. Debadoo, I'm just giggling because she said she might have been calling Tracy Stacy all night. It's okay. It's okay.
I literally do it to them every night. And then I just go, Tracy. And then I know one of them is listening to me.
Right.
Tracy, Stacy, Tracy, whatever. The best thing to happen to me out of 2020 is to be able to have these guys. They are my family. Tracy and I met last year. I'm hoping to get to see her maybe in December of this year, and to meet Stacy, Chow, Ryan. They are my sisters and brothers. They are just so awesome. And the FSC, you guys run that whole group by yourself. I can go to work and see that all of the questions are being answered. They're being answered properly. Nobody ever feels like they're asking a dumb question. You guys are so supportive of each other, and it's just awesome. It's amazing. And you don't see that in a lot of Facebook groups, because a lot of Facebook groups, again, are owned by a company. And so that company is constantly pushing their agenda, and you got to buy this from our company, and you got to buy that from our company. And I don't think our group is that way. Our group is very thoughtful and kind, and very supportive.
Aw, well, Casey, I'm so glad that you found us and that we found you, because it's been such a great thing getting to know you and getting to know everybody that's part of the FSC. It's really great. And the enthusiasm that the group has for helping each other and learning together, that's fantastic. And the enthusiasm we have for our card swap that we have once a month. It's amazing.
Wondering if I can cut this, if it will make a difference. So those of you guys who are not a member of our group, we do a card swap once a month, and you make 4 or 5 cards, and you will get 4 or 5 cards back. And we do all over the world. So we have members that are in Canada, Australia, Germany, France. Where was the new one the other day? Russia. We had one apply from Russia. So we love to see your creations all over the world. And it's fun to not only send cards to other people who appreciate handmade cards, but to receive them from people that appreciate handmade cards. It's a lot of fun. So I encourage you guys to join us, even if you just want to kind of creep in the background and just quietly observe. That's okay. A lot of you guys were quiet observers and have come to the forefront, and we see your designs and cards and your comments every day. And it's okay if you're a little shy. Jerry sending hers to the post office. Yay. Yes, Kim. Yeah, anybody can. She says, I love how anybody can post a question about anything and someone will have the answer or give you suggestions. Yes. I know Anne Marie has the most amazing views and cards, and Anne Marie and I have been friends for a long time on social media. She's been a longtime follower of my channel, and she has sent me some beautiful cards over the years, and she's in France. So I can imagine you guys in Europe right now. I know England is locked back down again. It has got to be tough for you guys. Yeah. I think we're going to end up in lockdown again. My kids' schools, both schools have elevated their status of COVID cases. So both of my kids' schools are closed for the next week. They still have online schooling, but the kids that were physically going to school, and I think, unfortunately, we're going to hear more of that.
Ooh, that's pretty.
This is awfully thick. Oh boy, we got another thick one. As Ryan would say, oh, that's gorgeous.
A little bit of overfoiling, but the sentiment will go in the middle here, so it doesn't matter. It's funny how this one snowflake right here just keeps overfoiling. This over and over again. Isn't that funny? Could be the pressure of my machine that I'm running it through. Maybe
the rollers have more pressure on one side than the other. This one I think is going to be overfoil. So when your plates get foil like this on there, guys, don't freak out. Just take a little acetone and it'll come off. All right, I hope this foiled okay. I only did one pass because I could feel that it was overfoiling. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
This is so pretty.
I love that.
And it's lined up perfectly. That never happens for me.
It is kind of tricky for lining things up, but that's gorgeous. Love that. Stars.
That's also a Crafter's Companion one, you guys. So we've hit the 2-hour mark. Do you guys want us to keep going? Tracy, you want to keep going?
I think we should wrap it up. Let these folks get to their craft rooms and create those cards and get their foiling systems out and be inspired for sure.
Now, when I get the transparent foils, I have some coming from Crafty Critter and some coming from Blue Bonnet. I will do more videos with the transparent foils and different ways we can use them. Tracy, is it okay if I throw a real quick happy mail?
Yes, please. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just going to move my stuff out of the way here so I don't get burned. And then I'll show you guys what I made tonight. So I got happy mail. Well, Leah got happy mail. It's actually Leah's happy mail. It's not my happy mail. She got happy mail from Bill. So if you guys don't know, Bill is in our FSC group. He makes some really cool cards. He made like this pop-up card recently where a skeleton hand popped up. It was pretty neat. But he sent Leah he sent Leah this cool card. So thank you, Bill, if you're watching. And inside he sent her a very nice foiled message. Look at that. It's toner printed and foiled. And then he sent her these stickers that he printed out. But what's cool is he used the transparent foil on these stickers. So that's what he used the because I was like, what do you use transparent foil for? I really didn't see the need for it. But now, look at that, how beautiful that is.
Those are so pretty.
So thank you, Bill, for sending these to Leah. They are really cool and pretty. And it looks like one's like a shattered glass and one has like stars. So he took these stickers and printed them out on sticker paper. And then he did, this is, I believe it's transparent hot foil because the hot foil will stick to anything as long as it has heat. It's not the transparent toner foil, but I have the transparent toner foil, I believe, coming to me from Crafty Critter. So I hope to have both of those by next week to show you guys. And then, yeah, I'm sure he cut this out of his die cutting system. Then I have mail from Deb, who's craft maven, Deb. And Deb really tickled Leah pink. I mean, she was excited. She got both of these packages on the same day. So let me show you what Deb made for Leah. So first of all, Deb made this really cool shaker card. And I believe this is Elizabeth's background. If you are a member of the Foiling Snobs Club, we have free SVG downloadable designs that you can foil. So in the background here, there's a spooky jack-o'-lantern and some bats, a skeleton waving, a spider web, a tree with an owl in it. So some really cool designs. I think Elizabeth designed it. And then she has these bats she foiled on top on this cool, it's got these seed beads in their shaker card. So Deb sent that, and she also sent along some stickers for Leah and a nice little note for Leah. And then she sent all these fun things. So she made Leah a little mask, and it has the Tootsie Pop owl on one side. So cute. And then the Tootsie Pops on the other side. So, of course, Leah loved that. And then if this isn't like totally appropriate, these two buttons that say "Be Kind," and I told Leah I'm going to wear these like when I go to work every day because I think people need to be reminded of that. So that is awesome. And then this is like, I don't know if it's an ornament, but it's so cute. It's a little devil dog, and he has a little collar, and it says his name is Spike. And I don't know if she made this, but this is so cute. Sweet. And a little crayon that has like different color crayons in it, and a glass pumpkin. So thank you, Deb and Bill, for sending these goodies to my little girl. She loves when you guys send her stuff. Nice. And then I'm like, can I just show it for Happy Mail? And she's like, okay, but don't forget to give it back. So I just wanted to share those with you guys. Thank you.
That's sweet. Very sweet. I received some happy mail from Gilly this week. So thank you, Gilly, for your beautiful card and donations that I could use for future giveaways. That definitely will be coming in handy. I think Ryan's going to reach 2,000 subscribers before me because he's at 1,700. I'm at 1,660.
Ooh, it's a race.
I know. Well, he's going to beat me. But
share Tracy's channel, you guys. Let's get her some subscribers.
Well, thanks. But once that I get to 2,000, I'll definitely be having giveaways. So thank you, Gilly, for that. I also received happy mail from Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamps. She sent me a real pretty card. So I don't have those handy right now because I had to kind of clear out my craft room to make room for all of the crafting supplies I needed to do this. So I will definitely show them next time.
All right, so Tracy and I are going to show you guys what we made. If you have questions, go ahead and shoot them over to us. So this was, again, all of mine were with the Spellbinders Glimmer machine and the Platinum 6 machine. All of my foils came from Blue Bonnet Foil. I only showed you guys a couple, but they have a lot of beautiful hot foil colors, designs, and it's only $5 a roll. And it comes from Texas, so it's pretty quick shipping. And Chow will link their link for you guys to go head on over to their Facebook group to order from them. You just message them which foils you want. I have some beautiful red, some holographic gold, and all of these have some kind of embed in them. Like there's no such thing as like a plain foil. And I love foils that have beautiful embeds in them. So I used all the same foils tonight for my system. And the only thing I changed up were the hot foil dies. And I'll tell you if I can remember which ones they were. And most of them I got from either HSN, scrapbook.com, or Craft Stash. Because Craft Stash is out of England. So they have Craft Stash in the UK and Craft Stash US. But they carry a lot of the Crafter's Companion stuff. So this was a star hot foil die from Crafter's Companion. So again, if it's a hot foil die other than Toto, well, even the Toto ones you can use, they're just a little thick. This is also a swirly tree from Crafter's Companion. This ornament is from Picket Fence. And it has the matching die to cut it out. Again, with the swirly tree. This snowflake star is from Crafter's Companion. The Happy Holidays is a Spellbinders one. Same thing. This is a Spellbinders. We wish you a Merry Christmas. The Spellbinders ones you can find at Hobby Lobby. If you have a Hobby Lobby, they also have hot foil. And they have the machine for a little bit cheaper at Hobby Lobby. I believe it's $75 or $79 at Hobby Lobby for the Spellbinders Glimmer machine. And then this snowflake background is from Crafter's Companion. And that's all I have. But you can also check out my channel, Nancy Stamps. I have a whole playlist of hot foiling. If you are interested in using the Gemini Foil Press Junior, the Gemini Junior Foil Press machine, I have a ton of videos on that and a whole bunch of other dies that you can check out there as well. What you got, Tracy?
All right. So I started with the Jane Davenport mask. The Mystery.
That's pretty.
But I
love that
pretty.
one.
Yeah, I like that.
It reminds me of Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. Yep. So I've been wanting to try that one. And then I switched over to Christmas. So I've got this one from Spellbinders, and I did it a couple different ways. I did it on the Himilco paper. I did it on some pattern paper.
I like that.
Pattern paper.
That's so pretty.
And then on some black paper.
I always like foiling on black. I just feel like it pops when it's on black or navy cardstock. But it's just harder to foil on those papers if they're not coated because the foil doesn't like to stick. The foil just likes coated paper. So that's why we recommend the Hamilco paper.
Right, right. Then I have this ornament from Spellbinders. It has a lot of different plates, and I did it twice on some blue paper from Scrapping for Less.
I think those are my favorite of the ones you did tonight, because that blue paper just really stands out, and that foiling just pops on that dark background. You just tie a little ribbon at the top and you're done. They look beautiful.
These are definitely my favorites too. I love these. Okay, we've got Merry and Bright, which is really pretty, and it's also a Spellbinders. And I just did it with silver foil.
I like that.
Just perfect. It's turned out great. And then this big one is Merry Christmas. It's a pretty big die from Spellbinders. And it turned out really nice with that matte silver on Hamilco. Didn't turn out as great with the black, but it could be many factors that contribute to that. This is pretty. This Happy Holidays, real scripty on the black. Turned out really nice. It seems like the sentiments do well on black, but all the
it's because it's not a thick surface area, because with the black card, black is very kind of porous. So it's hard for the foil to stick. Yeah. That looks great.
But that looks great. And then we've got this pretty one from Spellbinders. It says Merry Christmas, has like some holly and
I wasn't sure about that one, but now that I've seen you foil it, it looks a lot better than I imagined it. So thank you for showing that one. That looks good.
And then you can, if you don't want this little piece here, you can always trim it off.
Cut it off.
And,
yeah. I like
and
that.
then the final one is this big plate. It's really big and heavy. And I did it in 2 different colors. I did it in blue and silver.
Ooh, I love the holographic silver.
Yeah.
And I like the circle in the middle, because you can put a sentiment in that one. On mine, you can't. On mine, it's just kind of like I'm gonna have to put it on separate, like on top of there. But I like yours. Yours is more full coverage. I really love that in that holographic silver. That looks pretty.
Yeah, that turned out really nice. Yeah. So thanks everybody for your kind words and for encouraging me to keep trying the hot foiling system, which is something that I've only tried twice now. So, wow, it's hard to believe. I'm getting better though.
You're getting way better. You didn't foil any of your dies today.
No, just those. Yep.
Well, we want to say thanks to everybody for joining us. Make sure you give Tracy a thumbs up.
And thank you, Nancy, for giving me the help again that I need. I'm feeling more confident now that I could actually do. I feel like I can actually do this on my own finally. So it takes practice.
You can. So I think Tracy and I might do something maybe tomorrow afternoon with some kitchen sink stamps.
Yes, I hope so. I love their stamps.
So stay tuned, guys. Tracy and I have some very similar kitchen sink stamps that we were talking about. We'll do a live on my channel some point, probably tomorrow evening around the same time, like 7, 8 o'clock. So thank you guys for watching and hanging out. I hope you guys got some insight to hot foiling. And again, if you have any questions, put them down below and Tracy and I will look them over and answer them for you. Also join our Foiling Snobs Club on Facebook, where we have 1 million people to answer your questions. And if you want more detail or more videos, please check out my channel. It's Nancy Stamps on YouTube. I have 2 playlists. One playlist is on toner/mink foiling, which uses a laminator or mink machine. Or if you are interested in hot foiling like we did here, I have hot foiling videos and a hot foiling playlist for you. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks, Tracy, for inviting me. I thought you did amazing. You are definitely an A+ student tonight.
Okay.
High five to Tracy. She deserves thumbs up, you guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.